you remember Payton got a new car not that long ago? How long ago did you get a new car? A month?
I would say, about a month ago. Yeah. So yesterday, I was heading back into my car from a doctor's appointment, and so I just got this new car, so I'm kind of getting used to it. It's like a silver Toyota Corolla. Like, I was driving a red Toyota Camry, so like totally different cars, right? So I'm like walking to the car, and I like walk up, and I notice that like when I walk up to my car that there's a little ding right next to where the gas pump is. And I'm like so mad. I'm like, oh my gosh, somebody dinged my car. When did this happen? I'm going it through all over in my head. And I'm getting really upset about this ding in my car. So I'm like texting my mom or something as I'm like walking away from the ding to the front seat, right? So it's like, 3 feet, if that. So I go and I'm like texting my mom. I sit down in the car. I open the door. I shut the door. I'm texting my mom. I look up, try to put the key in, and it wasn't my car. I sat in somebody else's car. Some random person's car. Door wide open. So I was getting so mad about this ding in my car that wasn't a ding in my car. I literally sat in a random stranger's car, tried to start the car, and leave. It was terrible. And so I'm just like, I could have died. Because imagine if somebody saw me trying to walk into their car. They probably thought I'm trying to steal their car.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't trying to steal their car. They just left their doors unlocked. So I was so annoyed and frustrated at the fact that I could have died yesterday because somebody was so irresponsible and not locking their car.
Why did they lock the car door? Yeah, that's weird.
And it was in Old Town Scottsdale too. Like weird. There was a lot of people out.
Yeah.
I rarely lock my door.
What?
You should.
I think there's only like 7 or 8 keys for like Toyotas or whatever car. So the chances of you being able to start that were pretty high.
Right? I'm
you
sure.
might have
I don't
you might
know.
have pulled away.
That would have been so crazy if you drove away in that car.
Yeah.
If the thief or if the owner of the car saw you and thought you were stealing their car, they'd probably be going, look at that thief not paying attention on her phone.
Right.
Like, you're about to steal my car. You're like, on your phone. You're texting your mom.
She's
Like,
not even looking around.
Right.
like, she doesn't even care. She's so casual. Let her take the car now. Wow, what a
Totally thought
great
it was
thief.
mine.
What a terrible plot for a Fast and Furious.
What a cocky thief. Yeah, right.
My key just worked.
Casual thief.
It almost makes me think about in the movies, whenever someone's running from somewhere and they get into a car, you go, wow, you're so sure the car was unlocked. And then you do the flip thing and the visor and the keys are there. That always happens in the movies, and they just
Yeah.
start the car.
That just happened in Beef. Remember when they went
Yeah.
to go steal a car and they were like, wait, in the Jeep, and they pulled
Yep.
down the visor? Yeah.
You should have pulled it out of visor. Maybe the keys to the car were in there.
It probably was. I
leave a note?
wanted to get out of that car. No, I didn't. I wanted to leave because I thought that they would have saw me trying to steal their car. I was terrified.
That's a note you should have said. Lock your door next time, fool.
Yeah, that would probably be a good
Take a
idea.
selfie inside. This could have been.
So something on the show between the four of us, Peyton, Kyle, Rich, and me, that every once in a while we haven't really talked about, but universally is that sometimes we share Rich's doctor.
That's true. That's true.
right?
Richard's very generous with his doctors.
And so I know, Peyton, you've been dealing with teeth issues, face issues, head issues.
So Rich hooked me up with his ENT doctor, which is like, what is it, Rich? Your
Ear, nose, throat.
Yeah, what that is.
And you know, we get in radio when your throat goes. That's like whatever you do for your life when you get sick, that thing doesn't work. For us, it's always our voices, right?
Yep.
And, you know, I've definitely had the tonsillitis throughout the years. So, Dr. Homan's the man.
Yeah, he's awesome. So
Probably
he
saved my life.
got me in pretty quick because Rich was like, she's got a killer sinus infection, whatever the heck's going on with her. I think it has to do with my wisdom teeth and like the swelling and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. But anyways, he got me in and he's like checking all my stuff and he like checking my ears. And he was like, whoa. I was like, what? And he was like, do you use Q-tips? And I was like, yeah, I've only used Q-tips. And he was like, oh yeah, well, like when you clean your ears, long story short, I had like a centimeter of wax in my ear that he pulled out.
Oh my
Cool.
It was
gosh.
the grossest thing. I took a picture. It's nasty. It's
You know what, though? I've always hoped that, like, maybe I just have earwax buildup, right? Because I can't hear.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have, like, issues hearing. And I've always thought maybe it's just earwax buildup. And when when he took that out, all of a sudden, did you hear better?
I actually did. I felt like I was hearing in 4D. I was like, wait, what's going on here? And I was like sitting and I was like, how long does that take for that to build up? He was like, I don't know, but that's a lot of wax back there.
When the doctor's freaked out, he's like, whoa.
Have you checked it out yet, Kyle, to see?
Well,
how they
I've been to Dr. Homo several times, so I feel like
Did he
he
look?
would
He would've
have
said
been the
something.
ones.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
he
did
like
look at
ears, nose, and then stuck this tube down my throat.
I
just to
didn't get
check
the
it out.
tube.
You're lucky.
I didn't get the tube.
Yeah, Dr. Homan was at Rich's wedding, and I actually, if I think about it, I think he's one of the reasons I'm addicted to nose spray. Because he used to have this nose spray that was supposed to be good for you, and he would
Supposed to be good
he
for
would
you.
drop it off at my house by the front door, I was told him I wasn't home, but I would just hide because I didn't want to talk to him.
So lame.
He would drop boxes of this nose spray off, and I loved it. And then one day I'd call him for updates. Hey, I'm out of nose spray. Like, oh, I don't deal with that company anymore or something. And I'm like, what? What am I gonna do? I need my nose spray.